3 different types of communities, okay? So I made a PowerPoint for y'all, and it says the different types of communities, okay? Now take a minute and just look at these pictures. What do you notice? Raise your hand when you have something to share. Marcos?
On the bottom, it has a lot of people.
A lot of people. Raphael? Do you know what this is a picture of? No?
No.
Sakari?
Lots of buildings means lots of people.
Lots of buildings has lots of people. Does anybody know what this is the actual picture of? What does it say right here? Go Stros. Astros. This,
That's Houston.
this is Houston's downtown. So have you ever seen it in person?
No.
Yes.
Okay, so this is where
Is this right next to me?
this is where I live. So when I look out my window, this is what I see. I see the skyline of Houston.
Wait, so did you take a picture of that from your window?
Now I got it on my computer.
What?
That's not right where we live.
Okay, what do y'all notice about this picture right here? Jose? A lot of cars. So if we have a lot of people, we have to have a lot of cars, right? And then you see how it's very clustered? When y'all are driving in your neighborhood, are there a lot of cars, or it's kind of, you can drive and stop, you're not bumper to bumper to bumper? How is it looking?
Bumper kind of to Brownland, right?
There's
Chad?
traffic.
And then traffic.
There's not very much traffic where we live, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay,
The Simpson.
so this community is called the urban community. So let's repeat it. What is this called?
Urban.
Urban. Okay. Take a minute to look at the pictures. What do you notice? Marcos.
On the other side, it has one bus. No cars.
Okay, it has a bus. So how many of you ride the bus to school? Okay. In this community, do y'all see a school anywhere nearby?
No.
No. So they have to get a bus to take them because school is super, super far. Jocelyn, what else do you notice?
And lots of trees.
Lots of trees, lots of land, has a lot of grass.
I was gonna say it has a lot of grass.
Has a lot of grass.
Kind of like a plane, a little.
Uh-huh. And then, what does this look like right here?
A farm.
A farm.
But there's no farm.
It is a farm.
Oh.
Farmhouse. So, this community, it's a little hard to say, guys. But it's the rural community. So let's say it together. Rural community. Okay. Okay. Huh? What?
A lot of animals.
There's a lot of animals. Okay, so if there's... Can I go back? Okay. So that's a good point. So, do you see any grocery stores or anything nearby? So can they just go up to Walmart real quick and get some eggs and bacon and make breakfast? So what do you think that they do?
They use the cows.
They make their
Milk.
and what do they eat the cows?
Meat.
The meat. So do you think they're making their food or do you think they're going to the grocery store to get their food?
Making
Making their food. Good job. I have a stick in there for you. Okay, take a minute and now look at this one. What do you notice?
It has grocery store.
Depart. There's a lot of stores. Lots of people. Loki.
You picked me.
What do you notice about the houses?
That they're kind of like townhomes.
Okay. Are they far apart or are they close together?
Apartments.
No. Are these apartments?
No.
These are
Houses.
They're houses.
They're kind of.
They're close, right?
Townhouse.
Raphael, what else do you notice?
That there's a lot of cars, there's a lot of
Okay, do you think a lot of people live here? A little amount of people live here?
A lot.
Or an average amount? An average amount, right.
The
Okay.
stores
That's
kind of
suburban.
look the same.
The stores look the same. So, do you have a store close by your house that you can just go up the street and get something real quick?
Yes.
So let's see what this community is called.
Suburban.
Suburban. So let's say it together. This is the suburban community. Okay, and that's it. And then we have another one real quick.
And then
No, I'm not done yet. Okay, so this one just kind of goes into a little more detail about the urban, suburban, and what's this one? Rural community, right? Okay, so the urban community, what's this big building called again?
small buildings.
Skyscrapes.
Yeah, you can see it. So, where do I live?
Skyscrapes.
In
Downtown.
downtown Houston. Okay, so these are like the downtown areas. When people travel, if there's a lot of cars on the road, do you think they're going to get to work on time? So there's other options that they can take. I know we don't have a lot of taxis in Houston, but do you, what else? I don't know if you know you can order it on your phone, Journey. An Uber. We have Ubers. And what about it's called a Metro. So that's their
There's a bus stop right by our house right here.
And you can walk. So, do you think a lot of people live here?
Yes.
Do you think it's really loud or really quiet?
Really loud.
Really loud, because a lot of people live there. So it's really, really loud.
Sometimes I go downtown.
When I was late to school and we didn't have the cars, our mom wanted
An Uber, they're convenient. Okay, so the suburban, the houses are kind of close together, right? They're not far like the rural community. They're close together. And then you can sometimes walk, but how do you usually get around with your parents? Car, right?
Bus?
Or you can take the bus, but do you usually get in the car or do you take the bus? Car. So, as you can see, we have yards. Do y'all have a yard or a park close by your house?
No.
Park?
And there's also a pool.
Yeah, we have 2 pools.
Yeah, me and Logan have one pole behind us and a whole park.
Okay, macaroni and cheese.
Everybody freeze.
We used to have a park.
Okay, macaroni and cheese.
Everybody freeze.
Okay, next one. So we're at the, what's this called again? Rural community. So, you see there's a bunch of animals, there's cows, but is this barn close to this house? Or is it far apart? See, in this community, this house and barn and shed, this is owned by one person. It's not, they're neighbors. This is their barn, this is their house, and then this is their farm with their land and their tractor and everything.
There is this little field down there.
Yeah, that's the field.
No, not there. I meant
Right there, that little house block.
This? The shed?
That.
Yeah, where you keep your tools and stuff, like with the tractor.
And about in the house is over there in the bottom.
That's the
All the way down there.
That little house.
No,
the
down
water
there.
tower.
Yeah, the water.
The water tower. So do you think it's really quiet here, or is it really, really loud?
Quiet.
Quiet because
There's not a lot of people.
there's not a lot of people.
It's only 2 people. I'm so
Except for the dog. The dog can be really loud.
Well, the dogs could be loud. And then, yeah, that's it for this one. Okay. So
You skipped stuff.
now,
You skipped.
yeah, but we're gonna talk about it more in depth on the little thing that we're gonna do. I'm just gonna turn it off. Okay. So I put some tape. So we're gonna make a little anchor chart because we kind of went over the information quickly. So now, it helps to write it down. So let's look at this first box right here. What did we say had really big buildings and a lot of cars? What community?
downtown.
Raise your hand. Raise your hand. Raise your hand. One. What's the name of that community called?
Tower?
No, the name of the community.
Downtown?
Okay, it's downtown is a part of this community.
Oh.
Nathan,
That's number 4.
15.
Skyscraper.
Okay, the name of the community. So the 3 communities that we're learning about is suburban, urban,
And
rural. So what community has really big buildings and a lot of cars?
suburban.
Jocelyn.
Urban.
Urban. Good
I
job.
was gonna say that.
Okay, so we're gonna write
I remember.
urban right here. Okay, and as far as the amount of people in the urban community, is it a lot of people or a small amount? Jakari? Is it a lot of people? A lot of people. So we're gonna draw my quick people real quick. I don't have a black bag.
They're cute.
They're happy.
The black marker's right there on the easel.
On the easel? Oh, okay. Thank you. Sorry. No, it's okay. It's
Oh.
okay. Well, our people in our urban community are gonna be yellow today.
I can't
You know,
see them.
I was gonna say like the Simpsons, but
I
I
can't
know
really
you
see
have
them. I can't really see them.
Or SpongeBob.
you can see 'em.
I think
There's
I think we were
SpongeBob
gonna make
all over the place.
Okay, so for the buildings, there's lots and lots of buildings, right?
In the windows.
So do you think that in downtown there's a lot of houses?
No.
What do you think that they are?
Buildings.
What do I live in?
Downtown Houston.
An apartment. So
Yeah,
in
me too.
downtown, if there's a lot of buildings, do you think they have enough room to make houses with big yards and
No.
so what do they build?
No.
Apartments.
That's where Loki lives. I live upstairs on the apartment, so I'm not allowed. Yeah, they're townhomes, yeah.
Okay, my windows. Y'all like my cars? I drew a lot of cars because in downtown, when you're trying to drive, I hate going to downtown because there's so many people and there's so many cars. And then when you're trying to go, the street only goes one way. So I need to go left, but the street only goes right. So I have to go straight and then right and then left and then there's so many people and so many cars.
And sometimes you get traffic.
Yeah, so much traffic.
I
Okay,
usually like traffic. One time I fell asleep.
so what community do you think has houses, yards, there's a park nearby? Queen?
Suburban.
Suburban.
I was gonna say that.
Well, sure, people use that. I just
Next
got
one's
knocked
rural.
out. Oh, I just got knocked out when we went to my grandma's house.
Juan, does suburban have a lot of people, a little amount of people, or an average amount of people? Does it have a lot of people like urban? Or does it have a little amount like 3 people?
Don't say it.
3 people?
No.
Or more than 3? How many? How many should I draw on here? If I drew 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 people for urban,
5.
I should draw 5 why?
Because there's not that much.
But is there only 2 people there, or 1 people, or 1 person? Sorry.
Yeah.
So draw 5. We'll draw 5. 1, 2, 3, 4.
And you can tell
7.
there's just a little bit cars in the picture.
Oh yeah.
Good observation.
Who would make lights?
Okay, so look, I drew 2 houses because, you know, when I was little and I lived back home in Dallas, I lived right next door to my best friend's house. So I drew my house and I drew my best friend's house.
Oh, that's my best friend's house.
No, I just...
That depends.
Try
My
to
best.
make it. Try to make it.
No, Miss Simpson, that's your best friend's house from like the moon and the sun thing?
Yes, that is.
What moon and something?
I'll tell you the story during recess.
I never heard that.
I'll show you during recess.
From the
You
thing.
never showed me.
Okay,
Oh yeah.
so our last community, which one have we not used yet? Tourism. Rural. So I know it's easy because it's the last one we haven't used, but can somebody tell me a characteristic of the rural community? Okay.
It's
to make it prettier once.
You're making it a lot of SpongeBob.
We'll do 3 people. We'll make bodies and we'll put hair and all that good stuff. So in the pictures that we just saw, Loki, get her hair out of her mouth. Okay, out of the pictures that we saw, I need everybody's eyes. Pictures that we saw, what is a part of the rural community? What's there? Journey. Houses. Jaden. Animals. Do y'all saw my little thing that I drew out? Okay, so we'll draw our fields. Our farm. There you go. Who said that? Good job. What's it called? It's not a house.
A barn.
A barn. What color are barns?
Red and white.
Red and white.
Sometimes
We're gonna color ours red.
The door is brown.
Okay, let me draw my drawing.
Sometimes it's brown. I mean black.
Okay.
What the inside?
No, but the thing is white. The lines are white and the.
Nope.
Which one?
Oh yeah, the lines are white and then the inside is red.
Okay, well, do y'all see how there are roads in the urban and the suburban, but did I draw a road in the rural?
No, because there isn't that much cars. There's no cars.
There are roads, but is there a lot of street roads?
No.
Okay.
So you didn't just. It's like you didn't.
There's like one.
Yeah.
There's like one road you can go down.
Yeah, I was gonna draw a tractor, but I didn't really know how to draw a tractor, so we're gonna talk about that. And so, do people on farms? Do you see them? Can you? Okay, you can drive your car in the grass, but is it easy? Yeah, to drive your car in the grass.
No.
Does anybody know the name of the type of vehicle that you drive in the grass? Marcus.
A tractor.
A tractor.
I was gonna say.
I'll draw that later.
And sometimes a lawnmower.
And I can draw the little piggy.
Sometimes
Yeah, I
you
do
draw
my
trucks.
pig for my
That's
animal.
What about lawnmower?
Do you have pink piggy?
Yeah, I'll color it when y'all are working on your assignment. I'm gonna make it really pretty and I'll do the road and everything.
Okay.
Lawnmowers can also go in grass.
Mhm. But can you? Well, you can ride a lawnmower, but do you ride a lawnmower to go to the grocery store?
The cars? There's no
Okay.
stores in.
So now I have made characteristics, and so I'm gonna use a popsicle sticks. One person is gonna come up. Everybody's gonna get a chance to do this. So I made enough for everybody to have one to put on the anchor chart.
What if somebody gets 2 times?
It won't, because I made enough for the amount of people that we have.
And you can take the stick off.
What about
Yeah.
Mariella?
I took her stick out already.
Okay, she doesn't. I'm just making sure.
It's okay. Okay, so let's do this as an example.
She moved yesterday.
Okay, we'll catch you up during recess, okay? So, this one says, my elementary school is close by. So we'll do this one together. So, anybody have an idea what community this is? Carissa. Suburban. Good job.
Too.
Okay,
Far from my school.
so you see how I just kind of taped it there?
Yeah.
So y'all are going to come up. You ready? Okay, y'all are going to come up, and then you're going to read
Suburban.
your little, I'm going to take a judge real quick. Okay, you're going to read yours. We're going to call it a little sticky note, but it's just paper. You're going to read your sticky note, and then you're going to place it on which community that you think it belongs to, okay? So, while you guys are sitting on the carpet and your friends are placing it, your friend is going to read it. So, if my elementary school is close by. So, urban, we're going to make 1. Suburban, we're going to do 2. And rural, we're going to do 3. So, my elementary school is close by. If I thought that that went into the urban community, I'm going to put a 1 up and put it across my heart, okay? Does everybody understand?
Yes.
Okay. You don't understand? Okay. So my elementary school is close by. Urban's 1, suburban's 2, and rural is 3. So I'm the people that are sitting down, so I can see that everybody's participating. Okay. Okay. So be first person. First time.
No,
It's okay.
I just went.
I'll help you. It's okay. I put everybody's stick back so you can have a chance. So read it out loud.
I can ride my bike to my best friend's house.
Okay. So everybody on the carpet, you're gonna vote. If you think it's the urban community, you're gonna put a 1. If you think that it's the suburban community, you're gonna put a 2, and the rural community, put a 3. Where do you think it goes? Yep. Good job.
Yes.
Good job. 14, Jaden.
I thought you said 4.
Everybody's gonna get together.
What about if I get it?
I promise you, everybody will get together. Okay, let's give Jaden our respect and listen to what his paper has to say.
Large communities.
It's okay. Community.
With many people and large buildings.
Where do you think that goes? Okay. Good job. Good for him.
it.
Okay.
That was easy.
That's good. Good job.
Now just put your thumb out for a while.
Okay. 1.
One and one.
Loki, let Jaden get his spot back.
I thought you said 1.
I said 1. Sorry. Okay, let's give 1 our attention.
When I look out to my window, I see fields and plants.
What do you think of it? Good job.
I knew it.
Good job. Okay, Queen.
Every store is far from me. What?
Every store is far from me.
Oh. Oh.
Good job.
I knew it.
Maybe like,
Every
I
store is
know.
far from me.
Number 9. Say that. I couldn't remember. I'm sorry.
What happened if it gets me again?
No, it won because I put your stick out.
No.
I miss Mario. I live in a house with a yard.
Where do you think it goes? Everybody else needs to vote.
What did you say?
I live in a house with a yard.
Oh.
Good job.
Yes. Yeah.
Mountains or the eyes of the
Journey.
I forgot and then I looked up there.
Okay, macaroni and cheese.
Everybody freeze.
Yeah, you can
It is very quiet where I live.
Where do you think it goes? Good job. Okay. Nathan.
Everybody say now. I bet.
I don't have a yard to play in.
Good job.
Oh, yay. How did they get it?
Okay, Loki.
I'm taller.
Nathan's skinnier.
Your shoes and your hair.
Okay, read it to your class so they can read.
There are no neighbors living close by.
Vote. What do you think? 1, 2, 3. No, you gotta do something. Good job. Okay. Raphael.
I live in
need to listen. Okay, let's remember how we're supposed to be sitting on the carpet. On our pockets, crisscross applesauce.
On the finger.
I live in an apartment building.
An apartment building. Okay. I like how he put I live in an apartment building, because do some of y'all live in an apartment building?
Yeah.
Okay, and I also live in an apartment building, and I live downtown, right? So I live in the urban community, and I live in an apartment building. Can people live in the suburban community and live in an apartment?
Yeah.
So is it okay if it goes here and here?
Yeah.
It could go here and here?
We can go in the middle.
Let's put it in the middle. Good job. I like the wind all thing. We'll put it
I
right
like
here.
it every single.
Huh?
It still looks like it's in suburban.
Okay, I'll fix it later. Okay, Marcos.
Looks like it's in suburban.
Okay, we're almost done.
I'm done.
I'm gonna be the last.
Smaller number of people live.
A small number of people live here.
Think about the number of people, how many faces you see.
Good job.
Yes. Me too.
Okay. 2. Jacquard.
So I'm gonna be the last one?
Jocelyn's starting. There is a park close by.
There's a park close by. Everybody else needs to be voting if you think it's urban, suburban, or rural.
What did he say?
There is a park close by. Good job.
Yes.
Okay, Jocelyn.
He's the last one. You were right. I knew Jocelyn before, right?
Loki. Can you come sit up here for me?
I'm going again?
No, like, can you come sit up here for me?
I thought that said, Loki.
Okay.
It says look.
Yeah.
When I look out my window, I see skyscrapers.
Good job. Where do you think that's at? Good job.
Yes, she's taught him. She almost reached.
Cash.
What? Cash has an email. A carrot, fry, and a
Uber.
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 Nope. No. I like how you made it skinny.
It's okay. I'll fix it. It's okay. So remember how we talked about how many cars are on the road? There you go.
I knew it'll be that one.
You put us like
I couldn't reach it. I'm too small.
It's okay. We'll put it this way.
I just want to.
Okay, and last person was it.
Wait, what about Zeta?
Zeta went.
Carissa?
Everybody went.
Carissa went first.
Hold on. I don't think our friends are ready to listen.
Macaroni and cheese.
There is a mall not far from my house.
What?
So there is a mall not far from my house. Suburban, urban, rural. So think about it. Is there a mall close to where you live?
Yeah. No.
Memorial Mall's right down the street, right?
I live in Memorial City.
Memorial
I live in
City's
the
mall, right?
townhomes. I live in the townhomes.
Okay. But remember how we talked about
Not far.
You ready? Remember how we talked about the rural community, how they have to go super far to go to the grocery store or go to the mall? And in the suburban, there was a lot of stores next to each other and they were close by and it was easy to go, right? And the urban, y'all know?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
When I go to the
Not
mall,
downtown.
it takes me like 30 minutes to get there. Because it's so far.
How do you get those clothes? It takes me 40.
Online.
Mine takes like 10 minutes.
Okay, macaroni and cheese.
Everybody freeze.
Okay, waterfall fell over the class. Okay, so now, remember the test that we took yesterday?
Yeah.
It's kind of the same thing, but it's a little different. So now, I have 3 pictures, and you have to write, using the word bank, what communities are we learning about? Let's say them together. Urban, suburban, rural, right? So I put a word bank right here. It says urban, rural, and suburban. Here are your pictures, and then on the bottom, it says I live in a community.
So you did a word bank?
Yes, I did a word bank so you know how to spell it, okay? So once I give you a paper, I need you to get an office, and I need you to go to your desk, and then when you're done, raise your hand and we'll pick it up, okay?
How about the office? Or paper?
Actually, get everybody in office. Good idea.
What's 21 minus 15?
Oh, let's get it.
Where do you live in? An apartment? Do you live in down here?
Yeah, we live in Pacific.
Where are you at? I'm putting it at desk.
Huh?
No,
You will.
I live next to the burger.
Hurry.
I just put a burger stuff.
Okay, guys, you only have 5 minutes to take this because it only took y'all about 2 minutes to take it yesterday. So we got 5 minutes, and then we're going to come back. Okay, I'm going to put the timer.
Hey, give me that blue. I feel that blue. You're taking my thing.
Nathan.
No one give me office. Nobody.
Here, let me pass the rest out, and you can get started on your test. Jose, give me the office. Yeah, you're good.
Miss Simpson, you never gave me office.
I'm gonna get the test.
They took your favorite color.
Here. Okay, macaroni and cheese.
Everybody freeze.
Should you be talking if we're taking an assessment?
No.
If you're talking, I'm going to take it up. Who said they didn't? You're good. I set the timer. So y'all need to go ahead and put your name and date at the top. It is 2-15-19.
16 or 15?
Did I say 15?
Yes.
Oh.
That was the fourth.
It's 2-5, guys, -19. I
It's
don't know.
100, that's 100, that's 100.
Low key. Thank you, Zeta.
What is the day? I'll clean it up.
2-5-19.
Is this
Okay,
a
Loki, I'm
grade?
going to take a dojo point away.
Miss Simpson, is this a grade?
Yeah.
I forgot what these weights. What happens if we're done?
Raise your hand, I'll pick it up.
What happens if we're struggling?
Try your best. Good job. You can read a quick question.
I need help.
Oh, you weren't here yesterday. Okay. So yesterday, it was your... So what community do you think is in this picture? What's in that picture? So what community is that? Whatever you do. I saw somebody's hand. You finished? Go ahead and put your office down. Oh, Jose, you didn't put your name on it. Right. So here's your word. And you have to write these words. What do you mean? Oh, Cash, do the bottom question. I live in a So which one do you live in?
It's kind of like
I know, it's in the Just read it. You don't have to. Just write who's over there. Okay. Do you understand what I'm saying? Okay. So here's your word bank. What is in this picture? What's in this picture? Yep. So what's the meaning behind the word? And then we write, if you think it's an urban, then write urban. Yes. Okay, do this back. I live in a community. What community do you live in? Huh? Okay, I'll give you one more minute. Hold on, sorry, I have to say no. Put your office down if you're done. One downtown Wisconsin. You put it up there when we did it. You can use that one. Huh? No.
Me and Cash using the same word.
It's alright.
Like me and Cash are word.
Huh?
Miss Simpson. It says Miss Bennett is needed. I read thousands of pages.
Yes. Nathan, put your office down, but I need to be quiet because other people are taking pictures. Raise your hand if you're still working on your test. Okay, one more minute?
Yes.
One more minute, okay, I'll give you one more minute.
But I read this chapter, but
Okay, shh, I need you to be quiet because I have to test.
Does that mean we got 7 minutes?
One more minute, yeah. You're done? Yeah. And now you do urban and rural, and now you do urban and rural. Good job, that's fine. You can put your office down. You done? Yes,
what?
I haven't graded them yet, so I can't tell you.
I want to get a fan.
You're not gonna fail, I promise. Okay. So if you're done, go ahead and quietly have a seat on the carpet. We just have one more person working. It's okay, Jaden, just finish that one. So everybody that's done, go ahead and have a seat on the carpet. Put your offices up.
Go to where you were at.
You can work on that and
He
just
said put offices up.
close it out, okay? Then you can come back and do your book talk.
Simpson, do say where we were at.
That's what I did.
You can sit.
I actually used my phone.
Okay, 5, 4, 3. Jakari. I'm about to take a point away for being inappropriate. You don't have to sit in the same square that you sat in the first time.
They told me that you said.
No, you just sit in a square. Okay. Somebody raise their hand and tell me a characteristic of suburban community. Suburban. Loki.
Where I live.
Where you live? What?
In townhomes.
Okay, Raphael. Apartments, okay. Jaden. Apartments too. Okay, macaroni and cheese.
Everybody free.
Okay. Somebody give me a characteristic of an urban community. Jose. Oh, you were raising your hand? Raphael. What's that word that we learned? There has Loki. Can you come sit over here for me, please? You and Cash shouldn't be sitting by each other.
You're the one who chose to sit your house.
Jose has a lot of buildings.
I was there first.
Okay, but you know that y'all aren't supposed to sit by each other.
He was the one who moved there.
Okay, well, I appreciate you for moving and making the situation better. Thank you. Queen.
A skyscraper.
Okay, we said that. Journey.
A lot of traffic.
A lot of traffic. Good job. Okay, and the last one. Somebody give me a characteristic of rural community. How's that?
Not a lot of people.
Rural. Not a lot of people. Jocelyn. Oh, you didn't have your hand raised? Okay. Cash.
Has barns.
Has a barn. Animals.
Ooh.
Jakari.
It's quiet.
It's quiet. Marcos.
It has a field.
Has fields. Zeta.
There's not a lot of houses and people.
Not a lot of houses and people. There's a lot of land everywhere. So do y'all feel confident in the 3 communities that we learned about today?
Yes.
Yes? No?
Yes.
Put a thumbs up if you're confident that you can tell me characteristics about all 3 communities.
Oh.
Kinda. If you like this, if you're kind of unsure, kind of know some, not really. This if you don't feel confident at all. She was yawning. She wasn't crying. Okay.
Me too. I cried.
Good job.